Hello you guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new, I'm Ashley, and today we are making multiple postpartum and baby stations, caddies, carts, all the things. I am 37 weeks pregnant, and it is about time to physically pack, put together as much as I can. This is my first baby, so I'm kind of new here. This is like a rookie thing for me, so I don't know exactly what might be needed, good idea, etc. But after research and watching other videos, I feel like I have a good idea of what I may need when I come home from the hospital with my baby after giving birth. So we're in the bathroom because we are doing my postpartum caddy first. I'm also going to do a diaper caddy, a car caddy, and my postpartum / feeding cart in this video. So stay tuned for more. But I thought I'd start by showing you guys all the stuff that I've collected here and starting to assemble it in my caddy. Now, I say that in a way because I'm gonna unbox all this stuff and hopefully figure out how it's gonna fit in there, all of that good stuff. But then a good amount of it I'm probably going to pull out and take with me to the hospital. But then when we come back home, I will put it back in this caddy where it will live in our bathroom for the time being. So the first thing on top is a jar of Tux pads. These are I guess these are the standard ones. They're the medicated cooling pads with witch hazel. Yeah, we've got like 100 count here. This is what my Target ended up having. We've got some after ease for the hospital for contractions after birth, to put in my water or my drink and help with contractions and stuff as everything's shrinking back down. I've got the Earth Mama perineal spray. I do believe that this is safe to start using in pregnancy, so I'm honestly probably about to start doing this like now. Next, we have quite a few Frida Mom products. I am a big fan of the Frida Baby products. So far, I haven't really used them, but I have friends that use them, but I think the pricing is really good for the quality of the product, and they seem to make so many good things. And then there's a line called Frida Mom, and it's got lots and lots of postpartum things that can help you on the way. So the first thing I have is the upside down peri bottle. This is an essential, so I have heard, because the hospital peri bottles do not have the tip that angles up. So you're kind of like having to just like turn your wrist a certain way instead of being able to just make it easy breezy beautiful. Then I have the Frida Mom disposable underwear. I really didn't think I was gonna get anything like this, but after enough persuasion on TikTok videos, I decided, why not? Let's go ahead and get some so that I have it in case I'm feeling like that's what I wanna use. I have the catch-all postpartum pads. These are like 6 layers and they're very long. These are really nice to do like your at-home padsicles with, to line with Tux, to line with the foam that I'm about to show you. So yeah, we've got 18 of these in a pack. Here's the perineal relief foam. So this is like, you can squirt it along your pad and it just provides some cooling sensation, healing. It has witch hazel in it, so this is kind of like an alternative to Tux, but why not have both? Next, from Frida Mom, I have the postpartum abdominal support binder. I have heard some people say that after birth, they wanted their clothes super loose and baggy. They did not want anything tight, constricting, anything like that. And then I've heard the exact opposite from people saying they wanted something that kind of held them together and it made them feel a little more supported. So I did go ahead and get the support binder, and it's a one size fits all, which to me seems very scary, but I think it'll work. The last thing from Frida Mom, I have the Instant Ice maxi pads. These are basically like their maxi pads that have the like stuff in it that you would break up to create an ice pack, and then you can just cool and heal and feel as best as you can. So I feel like these are gonna be really nice to have in the hospital in the early stages, and I'm thinking that this may line in those disposable underwear really well. And then the last thing I got are some Always Discreet diapers. These are the size large, it's a maxi diaper, and I think there's 17 in the box. So this is what I kind of thought I would want other than the underwear, or like besides the underwear. But I think that trying to put the pad in here will be kind of hard. So I'm thinking we may just have like a mix going on. And then the last thing is this caddy. This is I think it's called Parker & Co. This is the standard size caddy. So honestly, a lot has been like fitting in here really well in the boxes, but we're gonna go ahead and unbox all of this today and start getting it in here. Like I said, some of this is going to go with me to the hospital. Actually, probably a good amount is, but we're gonna go ahead and start setting it up in here just to go ahead and start moving things along. All right, friends, so I now have our postpartum care kit set up. Like I said, some of this is gonna go with me to the hospital, and I also didn't even try to put in there some of the things that I just need to go ahead and pack in my hospital bag when I pack my hospital bag in the next day or two here. But I went ahead and saved 3 of these maxi pad ice things to go in there. I'm probably gonna go ahead and grab like a 4th one. I'll just honestly go ahead and do that because I think I'll take 4 of these to the hospital with me. And then I also am just gonna take the little mesh underwear, disposable underwears, and the belly binder with me to the hospital. So those things need to just get packed away. Some of this stuff will also get packed away, but I did wanna just show you what it's looking like right now so you could see what I've got going on here. So I have more of these maxi pad icicle pads right here. Then I have the catch-all pads, which will probably go with me to the hospital, and I'll probably just grab this whole bag. Here I have some of the diapers, and then in here, these are kind of like my tools and healing foams and sprays and such. So we have the foam, we have the perineal spray, the after ease drops, the peri bottle, and the tucks. And that is what this is looking like. So it's just gonna go back in this little corner for now until we pack more of our hospital stuff and I grab some more of the stuff out of here, and then when we come home from the hospital. Hello, you guys. So it is the next day, and today we are going to be packing our car caddy. I'm hoping to also get to my rolling cart, but I'm waiting on one item from Amazon to do so. It's supposed to come today, but I really don't know exactly what time. So hopefully it's gonna be here any minute. That would be great. It is, let's see, 3 o'clock. So hopefully they're gonna be here soon. But anyways, I thought we'd pack our car caddy today. So my car caddy is actually the exact same physical caddy as the one I'm using for postpartum. Literally the same size and everything. These are very popular on Amazon. They're the Parker Baby, I think it's called. And this is the oatmeal color and the standard size. I am doing a car caddy literally for the simple fact of having a backup stash for the diaper bag, as well as just anytime you're literally in the car and don't want to pull any of your diapers or stuff out of your diaper bag and ruin that stash, you have a backup stash, because you just, I feel like, can never have too many diapers and wipes when having a baby. But also, I think this will grow and evolve with our family in the car as just nice to have car items. So we're going to pack it. I've technically already put it together while doing some other things around the house, but I want to show you everything I have in it, as well as please leave me a comment below on any of these stations that I'm showing you today. If there's anything that I'm missing that was like super key hack for your family, I would love to know what may not be seen as like a mainstream idea and I may not be thinking about, that you're like, oh, that saved my life multiple times. So let's get into this. So in the back pocket, the first thing I have is a changing mat. This is from the brand, it's called HAPP brand, I believe, H-A-P-P. They are these foldable changing pad, changing mats. They are very nice quality, I would say. It's a wipeable surface, a waterproof surface. They don't like magnetically or Velcro close. It just like folds back up, but it does fold up pretty good, but they're very sleek. They come in beige, blue, and pink. We have a beige and a blue one. And I think it's just nice to be able to lay down wherever you may be. This is like something that would even be good to put in a diaper bag for even in a restaurant if you're on a changing table, just as an extra layer of like kind of your own peace of mind. The next thing is the Ubi wipes dispenser. This is like a travel wipes dispenser, and you could hook it to something if you wanted to. I just feel like having this is nice because it has a closable like snap clasp, because I feel like diapers, or not diapers, I feel like wipes, the top part that's supposed to like stick back a lot of times can over time not be sticky and then your wipes dry out. I don't have any wipes in here as of now, basically because we haven't had our baby yet, and I just wanted to make sure that we didn't like open a pack too early, especially because those first few weeks postpartum, we're probably not going to be going too many places in the car. So this caddy is really like not needed for a good decent amount of time left, but I will pop a pack of wipes in here once it is time. The next thing is one of my Ubi diaper bag retractable like diaper dispensers. These are lavender scented, but more so keeps the smell in bags that you can put a diaper in and then throw it away so it doesn't totally stink up the area. And the last thing in this compartment is the tiniest little diaper spatula. You guys know that I have talked about how I wanted these to not have diaper cream like under my nails. They're very not flimsy, but bendy. I feel like you could like spread easily on there, but kind of like the point in this is just so I don't get it under my nails. And I feel like you could take a baby wipe and just like wipe it down real quick, especially as small as it is, to kind of give it a fresh sanitizingness before using it. The big section has a rolled up blanket. This is like the softest blanket. It was included in my past registry haul video, so go check that out. But it is the softest blanket. It is not really heavy, but it might be a little heavy for a summer baby. But I do think by the time he's 2-3 months old and we're kind of gearing into that fall time in Middle Tennessee, it will be really nice to have. And so this is kind of what I'm considering our car blanket. And it's just gonna stay wrapped up for now in the top here of our diaper caddy, just to have as a soothing blanket, to cover up a car seat, to use on a ride home, what have you. And then the last thing is a compartment that's full of diapers. We have size newborn diapers in there right now because that's what I have stocked everywhere in our house and all of our diaper changing areas. But there's a really good chance that we may take all of these out and replace them with size 1, just depending on how big he is, how quick he grows, etc. But we have a bunch of diapers in here as a good little car stash and backup diaper bag stash. Okay, so now we are going to talk about my postpartum rolling cart. It's kind of more of a pumping, feeding, changing cart, but basically just a place for a lot of things to nest, at least hopefully for the most part. I know that things will get scattered around, just normal newbornhood, but hopefully things can kind of go back to this as their home when we're not using them, and it's on wheels so we can roll it around really easily. So I do want to show it to you. I do not know if I included much of a clip from a few weeks ago when I started filming this video, because it just seemed like everything went wrong. It was very chaotic. So I honestly don't know if anything got included, but I started off having a wicker rattan type rolling cart that I found that was so pretty. It was at a TJ Maxx, so it was a great price. Most like pretty ones I had seen were over $100 for just like the cart, and I didn't want to spend that, but I found one that was pretty for a cheap price and I bought it, and it came home and I ended up it was all a fail basically. The wheels really didn't roll very well. You were kind of like dragging it across the floor, and things did not nearly as much fit in it. You would be so surprised by, I think like the cart I ended up with has about an inch more in height between the tiers, and then I think it's about 2 inches wider in the width of the tier or the boxes, and you'd be so surprised how much that actually holds and makes a difference. So anyways, I've gone with the 3-tier like standard cart from Target. It is metal. It is not a pretty cart, but it is getting the job done. So I want to show you everything I have in it and the way it's looking. So let's kind of resituate here so I can go through things with you. All right, so starting off top down, this is my diaper caddy. This is the brand Blissful Diary, I think it's called. I got this from Amazon. I love this caddy and I just unboxed it. It is probably my favorite caddy because the dividers can be removed so you have more space, but it's also just a little more spacious than the other 2 Parker ones, which is perfect because now my wipes dispenser fits in it beautifully. So here in this first section is the Ubi wipes dispenser. I do have a pack of wipes in there, and it has a weighted plate, so you are only pulling out one at a time, which is so nice. So, and it keeps it really fresh. So I have that that's going in this first little section. Over in this section here, let me see if I spin it around, if you guys can maybe see it a little bit better. Well, here in this front section are diapers, and then in this back section here, this is what it's looking like. We have another one of the HAP brand changing mats. So this one's the blue, and it's literally the same as the other one, just in the blue. It's back here. We have another one of the Ubi diaper bag retractable dispensers, and then we have a larger diaper spatula. It is the same diaper spatula, like brand and material. They came in a pack of 4. It was 2 small and 2 big ones. So we have a big one that is down here. And then hopefully the diaper cream I wanted to get, it's been out of stock. Hopefully it's gonna come in stock here really soon. If not, we'll be getting something else, I'm sure, but that's gonna go in here as well. This is the only thing on top. It pretty much is the entire size of this top section, but I think it's nice. You can just grab it, take it to another area, and then come bring it back or roll the cart. Now here is our lovely second section. As you can see, it's kind of a mumbled, jumbled mess, as is the bottom section. So I'm gonna pull it out here on the couch and actually show you what stuff is, but I just wanted you to see, this is kind of the cart situation. I'll give it a little spin so you can see everything here, and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so let's start pulling things out, and I will show you what is in each level. So the second level and third level are mainly pumping and breastfeeding essentials. So the first thing is I have a small little container that's just kind of helping some things stay a little more like in a place. A lot of this is gonna go with me in my hospital bag. I wanted to go ahead and get this video filmed before officially packing my hospital bag, because a good amount of the things are going in both places and I need them for the hospital bag first. So I wanted to go ahead and get this filmed, but everything else for my hospital bag has pretty much been pulled and is like literally right behind you guys on the coffee table and couch. So we are so close to getting this hospital bag packed, but let me show you what's in here first. So the first thing are silverettes. If you have not heard of these, they are silver little cups that you put in your bra over your nipples to help prevent cracking, bleeding, soreness, because silver has a lot of healing properties. I also have the Lancino Organic Nipple Balm. I know the Earth Mama is really popular as well. If I'm not enjoying this one, then I may get the Earth Mama one, just because I'm not trying to have cracked nipples for too long. On that same vein, we also have the Lancino Nipple Shields. These have not been used yet. I probably need to maybe sterilize them. I'm not sure. They're kind of like coated in a film right now, so I don't know that they need sterilizing, but I'm gonna take those with me as well to the hospital. I don't know if any of this stuff is typical for like immediate relief or not, but I figure better have it than wish I had it. Here I have some Lancino cooling gel pads. I guess these are supposed to maybe go in the fridge. It says not to rinse them with water, but you can have additional cooling relief by putting them in the refrigerator. So I don't know that I will take these with me to the hospital, but the other things, yes. And the last thing, I don't think I'm gonna be taking this with me to the hospital because I should just be having colostrum at the hospital, but I have the Haka. I've heard this is an absolute potential game changer if you're a breastfeeding or a pumping mom. So I do have the, I guess this is the standard one, but all of this stuff kind of just nests in this little container so that it doesn't like flap about, fall about in the cart. The next thing, this is a small pack of breast milk bags. They were sent in a free baby box from Baby List. I think there's 10 maybe in here, but we just have some of these. Might as well use them, not throw them away. So the next thing I have is my pump. I have not experimented with this at all, and I really don't know if I should take it with me to the hospital or not, but my hospital does have a lot of lactation consultants that are available your entire time you're at the hospital. So I thought it might be a good idea to take it and see if they can show me any tips or tricks, but it may be literally the same as whatever they have as a hospital grade pump. So I really don't know. Comment below. Hopefully I haven't had my son before this video goes up, but I may have. Should I take this to the hospital or not? Then I have my 2 bags of parts that have come with the pump. This is the flanges, looks like some bottles from Spectra, lots of tubing. I don't know why there's 2 bags. I don't know if it's like different sizes or like one for each boob. I'm really very unsure, but yeah, let me know. The last thing in this level is the Medela Freestyle. One of my best friends had this and she gave it to me. I do need to get some proper tubing if I decide that I'm gonna pump, or if I'm like good at pumping or whatever and decide to use this while I'm out and about or whatever have you. I really don't know how any of this works. I obviously am showing that on full display, but yeah, we've got the Medela Freestyle, and I'll just get flanges and the tubing and stuff that goes with this for my size, but this is just like the machine, and I was lucky that she gave this to me. Now moving on to the bottom tier, I have 3 of these 100 count Motif brand milk storage bags that my insurance sent me with my pump for free, which was super nice. So I didn't register or buy any milk storage bags because I figure if I need more than 300, we will buy more when that time comes. Then I also have probably about 30 of these Lancino breast milk disposable leak pads. I have a box of 100. I just kind of whipped out a good solid chunk to stuff in here, and then I also have a good amount to go in my hospital bag. We then have all 20, is it 20? No, it's 12. We then have all 12 of our burp cloths. They are all folded and put in here for now, so I'm not gonna get them all out, but these are the muslin ones from Comfy Cups. They are really good sized and very soft, so I really hope we like these. And then the last thing is kind of a random, but the Dapple Baby all-purpose wipes. These I think can literally be used on anything, hence like all purpose. So we have these in here just for anything. Okay, you guys, and that is going to wrap up this video of all of these postpartum carts, nesting areas. I hope you have enjoyed. Please give this video a big like, subscribe if you haven't already, comment down below anything you think I need to know as a first-time mama with all of this situation, but I cannot wait to see you again in my next video.